VID00018 demonstrate the effect of simple machines on work.
Our sources, we use the Holt Science and Technology Physical Science book.
Okay, so definition for work is the transfer of energy to an object by using force that causes the object to move in a direction of the force.
W equals force time, work equals force times direction. Simple machine, a device that can help do work by either overcoming a force or changing the direction of applied force. When you apply input force through a distance, the machine allows output force through a distance.
Inclined plane is a straight slanted surface which facilitates raising at loads. Example, a ramp.
A wedge is two inclined planes used for dividing. Example, a knife or a doorstop. A knife splits things in half, and a doorstop divides the gap in between the door and the floor.
A screw is an inclined plane wrapped around a cylinder. Example, a screw or bolts.
A pulley is a wheel over which a rope passes. Example, like a flagpole.
A lever is a bar that pivots at a fixing point called a... What he said.
A wheel and axle is two circular objects of different sizes, with the wheel being the larger of the two. Example, like a wheel and axle of cars. Okay. A compound machine is a machine made up of many simple machines. We picked a second class lever, which is this here. It's where you use a pivot point right here. The input force is on the outside and the output force is in the middle. Whenever you lift, it opens up the can. So it makes it easier than having to use your fingers, which is really hard.
An example of conservation of energy is that inclined plane increases a distance but decreases force by pacing it out.
We have a fixed pulley here where it will be mounted here, and as you pull down on one side, the other side moves up. The mechanical advantage is being able to lift up a load by pulling down.
Wheel and axle is using the wheel and axle, and the wheel being long. Larger than the axle, so you have to turn the wheel less than if it was just the axle.
The wedge, which is our pencil sharpener, the larger and thinner the wedge is, the less input force is required. So a dull blade you'd have to put a lot more force into.
That's it, right?
No. An inclined plane. The force is passed throughout a greater distance, so instead of lifting an object straight up, you push it a longer distance, but the force is paced out instead of all at one time.
Screw is an inclined plane that is, if unwound, it is a very long, gentle slope, giving a greater mechanical advantage.